Good evening, everybody. I'm now going to state a fact, and all I want you to do is just listen. All of you in this room, the person who is sitting as in this very room, is not you. I know it might sound utterly ridiculous, and you might even not want to believe me, but it is the truth. And I'm here to explain why it is so. But first, I would need two of my volunteers. Please welcome on stage Zara Bell and Maria Segal. And don't worry, it's not a magic show where I cut people in half. On my left here, I have Zara, and for today's purpose, she is going to be identity. Okay? Mm-hmm. Right. And on my right here, I have Maria, who's going to represent personality. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. So what is your name?
Identity.
Oh, good.
Personality. I am the personality.
Good. Oh, we got off to a great start. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, those two things always goes together like so. But to the world and to the other people, identity is the only thing that is presented. Like so. As you can see, the personality is still there, but we are just so afraid to show our true selves to the world that we hide it underneath our identity. And also, it's our human nature, and we can't blame that. Thank you so much. Now, those two things always go together and make each and every single one of you. Now, this is known to everybody, and I didn't exactly make you all discover America all of a sudden. I want you to think about this. Those two things always go together as one. And that's why people get confused, which leads to not understanding what is the difference. So, what is the difference between the two? For those of you who are religious or might believe in reincarnation, you might know the answer straight away. And the answer is that the personality is a soul, and it lives forever and ever and ever, whilst the other one dies. I'm sorry, identity, but that is how human beings picture you. Now, this is the theory that everybody believes in, that the identity always changes. It changes over many, many, many lives, and it can even change over one life. If you get married, for example, and take somebody's last name. Whilst the personality, it always stays the same. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who believe this theory is true, well, you are wrong. Because this is the real theory, that the personality changes, even if it only has one identity. I would like to tell you a little story about myself. Back at home, I have 3 jumpers from 3 different schools. One of them is from a school here in Spain. The second one came from York, England. And the third one is an IB hoodie located in Soto Grande International School. Now, in my first jumper, I was this nerdy little girl who always followed the rules and hated any communication. The second one, I was pretty confident, and I liked socializing with people and making new friends, making new memories. But I was still following the rules and still was a good student. And the third one, well, I finally believed in myself, and I finally felt the right person, being in my true body, and feeling confident, being a true teenager for the first time. Now, I have just described to you 3 different people. Well, no, the correct way of saying it, I have just described to you 3 different personalities with only one identity. Because people like Anna come along into your life and changes the personality. People like Nadia come along and change your personality again. And then, whoa, would you look at that? Maria comes along and changes the personality once again. The thing is, People change people. People make our souls, our personality develop, makes us braver, makes us more spiritually aware. People change people. But of course, there's only one element in our personality that never changes. For me, for example, it was always the love for performing. Now, I want you to think about this one element that never changed in your life, because that is your true personality. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good evening.